is the thing to do now. Can you believe that, y'all? Can you believe that? We did the first play-by-play, y'all. No cap, all facts. And but yeah, man, that's the stone cold truth. Hopefully everybody's well. Shawn Porter said something interesting, and it was just brought to my attention. Shawn Porter said something, and Shawn Porter is a perennial all-time great hater. He's the all-time greatest hater in the history of boxing, man. And he said Terrence Crawford is stubborn. I don't know if it's true or not. Maybe he is, maybe he's not, but he says that as it relates to negotiations. Shawn Porter got his career high payday against Terrence Crawford, right? He retired with a $4 million retirement plan, which is amazing, right? Especially for a fighter like him that doesn't draw. The fact that he's hating on Terrence Crawford, which in turns, understand this, because the Errol Spence fans are like, oh, you did this. No, I'm advocating for Errol Spence because he's taking money out of Errol Spence's pocket. And he says Terrence Crawford is stubborn. He's out there pinch hitting for Al Heyman. He is like Al Heyman's like a Doberman pincher. You know what I mean? Well, Shawn is not really a fighter. He's a nice guy. So he's like a chow dog. You know what I mean? One of them dogs, you know what I mean, that's friendly to everybody, you know, and it's sickening how much of a hater he is, man. I think he intentionally wants to take money out of Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence's pocket. I don't want this fight to happen. No, I don't want this fight. No, I don't want these guys making more money than no. I'm the man that should be the middleman in this fight. I fought both of them. I should be the one giving the information. You know, he already fucked up. He said, oh, the fight gonna happen in January. The fight ain't happening in January, Shawn. If y'all want to know anything about PBC, come see me. All right, come see me. That's all I'm saying. All right. And that's a stone cold truth. But it's yeah, company man, right? He has replaced Andre Ward as boxing's perennial all-time great company man. And it's Shawn got to get with the program. You know Shawn's weakness is he can't be cool. He tries, but he can't. Like that's his biggest weakness, is that he can't relate to basically the cool boxing fans. You know, no one ever comes up to him and be like, man, Shawn, man, I appreciate it. Everyone always comes up to, man, you a hard fighter, man, I appreciate you. No one ever comes up to him and say, man, you doing some great commentating, or, you know, I think he wish he had a little bit of Adrian Broner in him. Anyway, that's enough about Shawn Porter. I gave him 5 minutes. Interception. The game is over. And I'm gonna tell you one thing before I keep going. I have a lot of concerns about, his dress code is wiggity witty whack. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he had tights on today, but those were pants. I was like, damn. But when you first retire, you got to get acclimated to who you really are. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys are so. A lot of these fighters, when they retire, they have self-image issues. I'm not saying Shawn Porter does. By no means am I saying Shawn Porter does. I'm saying like the reality of this thing. When you've been watching your weight for 30 years, you got self-image issues, you know, and I don't know if Shawn has it. I don't know what fighter has it, but if you've been trying to make weight since you were 6 years old, I mean, you look at yourself in the mirror and be like, man, if I don't see no abs, man, I got to go run 30, you know, so he has to get acclimated to his new self. You know what I mean? But he needs to go a size higher, you know, so he can look. I mean, because No man's pants should be tighter than a woman's. That's all I'm saying. If your girl's wearing tights, you shouldn't be wearing tights. If your girl has her hair in a ponytail, you shouldn't have your hair in a ponytail. If your girl is wearing braids, you shouldn't be wearing braids. Only time that's acceptable if you're wearing locks. That's it. You know what I'm saying? He gave the ball to his son. That's beautiful. They got a handshake. That's beautiful.